Previously on Australia's Next Top Model, Sassy Jordan landed a TV ad.
Show the world I'm up for anything.
But Paloma had a theory.
This whole situation's rigged. Yeah? Getting me?
And it was game on.
Everything is about you. You're the biggest attention seeker I've ever met. You just lost me as a friend.
Sophie kissed a boy. I turned around and there they are, just going at it. And Paloma kissed Jane.
It wasn't as if there was, like, tongue involved.
Jane was eliminated. 7 girls remain. Who will be Australia's Next Top Model? Give it to the moment. I feel the change. I feel the change. Give it to the moment. I feel the change. Give it to the moment. I feel the change. Give it to the moment. I feel the change. Give it to the moment. I feel the change. Give it to the moment. I feel the change.
Even when you expect it, it doesn't feel good to be in the bottom two. It feels horrible.
I actually asked if I could have a chat with you, and it's to do with diet.
After the elimination, I got to speak with Ian.
And what I really think you need to be able to do is have a diet that releases energy slower. And you've really got to work on that.
He thought that I should eat more protein and less sweets.
I can guarantee you have more energy and you'll be able to put out a better performance. Because standing up there, you looked slightly frail and like you didn't have that energy, that little spark in your eye.
I'll definitely be following his advice next week because it's especially important that I do well or I'll go home.
Good morning.
Morning.
Jonathan and Jodie came over. Surprise visit from them.
So this week's focus will be Know Your Fashion.
They told us that we were going to have to do a fashion quiz.
So we can find out exactly what you do and don't know.
What does the term haute couture mean? Danica?
High fashion?
Yes. Very well done.
I was like, okay, well, it can't be that hard. Like, what must the questions be? And then as she went on asking the questions, I was like, holy crap, I have no idea of these answers.
Who is the renowned fashion photographer who shoots the Vanity Fair covers every year? Really, you should know this. Annie Leibovitz. Got to know who that is from now on.
We really didn't know anything.
So what is houndstooth? People, please. This is houndstooth. Name 2 major advertising campaigns that Gemma Ward has done.
Burberry and Prada.
Yep.
Well done.
What is the name of the editor of Vogue Australia? Come on, girls.
We probably should have known that one, especially because we get Vogue delivered to our house.
Kirsty Clements. Now, you guys will have to know her.
We hadn't been reading Vogue. We'd been looking through the pictures, but we never read any articles.
Jordan. I'm not sure if knowing this makes you fashionable or unfashionable.
What are clots? Clots.
Culottes.
Culottes? Culottes.
Culottes. Have you heard of culottes?
Oh, what are culottes? Never even heard that term in my life. I thought they were clogs. I don't know.
Are they the short skirts?
Yes, they are. Shorts that look like a skirt. Okay, understanding fashion is an absolute must for you girls. And based on your performance today, it's abysmal. You got 4 out of 17. So you are going straight to fashion school.
As a result of our efforts, Jodie sent us back to design school, basically. We went to the Sydney Fashion Design Studio at Ultimo TAFE.
When we arrived at the TAFE, we met Nicholas Huxley.
Come in, girls. Hello. It's going to be a big one.
As soon as you walked in, you could tell he taught fashion because the way he dressed and the amount of jewellery and that he had on.
So what we're going to do is we're going to discuss, you girls as models, you'll go backstage, you'll get your garments that you're going to wear, and of course you have to know how to wear them.
He took us through a brief overview of what a fashion designer does and all the processes that are involved. So from storyboards to design to making up samples.
Okay, so once we've got this process, which is your pattern, you cut the pattern out into what we call a toile. I just think that when a model has been given garments to wear and they've got to walk down a catwalk, they've got to be so aware of that garment, not just about themselves. So they've got to know the style of the garment, the weight of the fabric, the influence that the designer had, you know, and just opening their mind to so many other things. That's a silk, that's pure silk. The thing about that is if you're doing a parade and you're backstage and you think, oh, I'm tired, and sit down and you'll just have a seat before going on, what's going to happen with that? Because it's pure crease. Exactly.
Nicholas was really cool and he wasn't shocked that we didn't know stuff.
Right, basic old jersey. A lot of stretch.
He was just a really cool teacher and taught us about all the different fabrics like lycra and just Georgette and all these different fabrics that I had no idea what they were.
So it's not sort of a garment that you'd walk down and be shy in. So you have to be as bold as this is.
And when Nicholas said that we were going to be introduced to one of his ex-students, we were all like, oh, it must be Alex Perry. And then Wayne Cooper walks through the door.
Hi, girls. I'm Wayne Cooper, fashion designer sometimes.
God, it was crazy. He wasn't expecting his accent to be the way it was. And he was just such a cool guy.
What I want to talk to you today about is one of the important roles of being a model, which is interpreting various moods of the clothes you're going to wear. Each one has a different kind of vibe, if you want to it, a different attitude. So it's a vital thing for you to do. What we're going to do is I'm going to give you one of the outfits, you're going to go back out there, you're going to interpret it, and I want you to come out, give me a walk and a pose, and I'm going to critique what I think of what you've just done. I reckon you should wear that with black stockings. Yep, you're going to be legs a go-go in that one. Yeah, I think I'll need height for this, so you're wearing that. Who's one with the E-cups?
Me.
Right. Cape, chillip, volume, skirt. A good model will deliver. They wear the clothes don't wear them. So in a runway show, they evoke the mood I want to put out. So many choices we have here, don't we? Well, let's give it some colour. Go there.
I was really bloody nervous just because he was there and, you know, we were wearing his stuff. We really felt pressured. I felt pressured to make a really good impression.
Tell me about what you're wearing and how you feel.
I feel young, playful, kind of sexy.
And it is a quite youthful, fun look, so I think you've got that, but you're quite like this, and I don't think swinging the arms that much, that's more I'm going to Coles. I wouldn't be putting my hands on it so much, tugging there, it's a bit too obvious. OK, Danica, when she walked in, I personally gave her the long gown. She's 16 years old. I don't think she can give us the poise and dignity that this gown needs. I'm trying to slam into you here, but I thought, right, I'm going to be really critical. And it was really quite lovely.
It was such a good compliment because over the last week or so I've been really brought down about my walk.
Kind of androgynous. You need to show more character, I think, with an outfit like this. You're looking very innocent. What I would like to see more is stronger shapes evoked from that outfit. Think about the shape of the coat. I ain't going to use that photo because I've shot a trapeze and it's now all scrunched up.
I personally didn't really like my outfit. I felt like it was something out of the Matrix, especially with the jacket.
You interpret it maybe a little bit to Don't Mess With Me, where it was more of a cute 60s mod girl doing her thing.
He reckons it was like the 60s sort of look. Doesn't say this is 60s. Bullshit, this is 60s. He said this is 60s. Sure, Wayne, sure.
Confidence is the key to everything you do here. Confidence and practice. So basically, not too bad at all. And I have here some Jodie mail for you. So who's going to take this? There you go.
Vogue, noun, the popular style at a specified time. Collins Dictionary. Time to get in vogue. Make your way immediately to 180 Burke Street, Alexandria, for your next appointment.
Get in vogue. Are we going to Vogue?
Coming up, pranks on Paloma.
Oh, it's going to be some tears.
I was little, and I always used to say to my mum that I wanted to be in Vogue and everything like that. And like, if I ever got upset about, you know, if I didn't do well in some modelling thing, Mum would be like, "Oh, don't worry, you know, you're going to be in Vogue one day," and stuff like that. And I don't know, it's because now we're going to go meet with the editor-in-chief of Vogue Australia. I'm excited. So when we arrived at Vogue, we got out and we saw Jonathan.
Welcome to Vogue Australia. Follow me.
It's quite scary. And like, we've got to make a good impression because this is like the chick of chicks in fashion.
Hello, Jonathan.
Hello. Hi, Kirsty. How are you going?
Good. Nice to see you again.
Lovely to see you again.
Before that morning, I'd never even heard of her, so I had no idea how much of a huge deal she is.
Girls, let me introduce you to Kirsty Clements, the editor-in-chief of Vogue Australia.
Welcome, girls. I'm very happy that you've joined us here today at Vogue. And I know that you all know that the winner of Australia's Next Top Model is going to win an 8-page editorial shoot with the magazine, which is a huge, huge honour. It's not many models that get to be in the pages of Vogue. It's the very lucky few.
There were just these racks and racks of designer handbags and designer clothes and designer shoes.
Gucci and Burberry and Fendi and Jewel.
What I want to speak to you about first is accessories, because they've become such a hugely important part of fashion.
She gave us a lesson on all what's in this season, like the colours and the shapes and the styles.
And as you can see here, silver is predominantly the colour of the season. We've got the huge giant Fendi bag here that's actually become an it bag. Short. Here it is interpreted by Gucci in a gorgeous little red dress like this. Metallics interpreted here by Burberry. A lot of metallic trims and really interesting clothes, but these clothes don't move easily, so as a model, you have to move them. Very architectural shapes in the shoes. I mean, they're really new.
She gave like a personality to the clothes, so like if I was to go down a catwalk and wear one of those items, I'd know what I'd have to portray.
Fendi by Karl Lagerfeld, it's normally quite futuristic. And of course Armani. Armani is the designer to the stars. Chanel's a terribly important designer in the world of fashion. Do you all know about Chanel?
Yes.
And do you know who the designer is of Chanel now?
No.
Like, it's embarrassing in front of Jodie and Jonathan not to know stuff. It's so much more embarrassing in front of Kirsty not to know anything.
It was originally Gabrielle Chanel, but who's the designer now in Paris?
Girl, you've got to know this.
And we're all just like,
One of the most important designers in fashion, that is Karl Lagerfeld, one of the greats. Do you read all the fashion magazines? Because it's important.
Like, I know for me, I've only just started reading like Vogue and that since I've been in the house.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
Right. So what sort of magazines did you read before that?
New Weekly.
At the end of our lesson with Kirsty, Jonathan told us that we would have a challenge.
So really, it's now up to you girls, when you get home, get out the fashion magazines and really learn it. Because tomorrow, we'll be testing you in a challenge. Be ready to go at 8 a.m. in the morning. Okay, let's go. Thank you so much.
It was a huge reality check. I need to really step my game up this week and just read Vogue like it's a Bible.
Basically, we're opening this meeting because we found that there's a divide in the house.
T-Unit. T-Unit consists of
Alice,
Sophie,
Anika,
Jordan,
Danica.
everybody bar Paloma and Steph are in T-Unit, whatever T-Unit is.
Topic of conversation was Paloma. At least she knows she's not boring, she's being bitched about.
It's like, remember the Impulse commercial?
She goes, "Oh, they said I did extremely well."
And then how cut was she when I got it? It was so funny.
She says really fucked up stuff, and then she says really backstabbing stuff about other people.
She has been horrible to all three of my closest friends in the house.
Jordan's solution was to play pranks on Paloma and, to a lesser extent, Steph.
You know what we got today? We got honey, whipped cream and eggs. What can we come up with those three ingredients?
They're in the bar.
So we plotted a little plan that we were going to make a Paloma Pavlova. We ran into the underages room. We got the honey, lifted up Paloma's sheets and put all the honey on her mattress. That's good. Don't put too much. We got the salt and put the salt in Steph's bed. Salt. Put the whipped cream in the pillowcases. Then we'll hit a little egg in the pillowcase in Paloma's bed as well. There we go. All done.
The intention of the pranks, I think, are to bring Paloma to breaking point.
We put eggs in their little bags, honey in their beds, salt in their beds, and cream in their pillow covers.
Oh, there's gonna be some tears and probably a lot of shouting.
Steph had already got in bed and she said, Paloma, come here. And I said, why? And she said, is it just me or did someone put something in my bed?
Oh my God.
It was covered in salt. And I was like, did they do anything to you?
I went and checked my bed and there wasn't any salt and I said, no, there's nothing there, but I pulled back the covers and I sort of started to see like little droplets of something. So I pressed on the bed and heaps more came up and it was actually honey. Yep, I can smell it.
Oh, look, we found the pillows. We found the pillows. We found the pillows.
Did they?
They're finding them now.
What is that? It made me extremely angry. Sophie and Jordan and like Anika and stuff were laughing from the other side of the house. If they want to do that, I can be so much meaner.
So why the hell is Anika laughing? She's pissing herself. I thought she was my friend.
How much I'm trying to resist walking out there and just punching them both in the face.
Why haven't they come out and told us off yet?
Because they're scared of us.
If we just don't react to this, then they'll just go, oh well, it's no fun.
Yeah, true. They wanted us to retaliate and it's sort of like at school with bullies. Like if you just ignore them or pretend like you don't care, then that would affect them more because they want a reaction.
Yeah, I do feel a little bit ripped off with all that time and effort.
She wants us to feel like it's, it hasn't affected her, but really it has affected her. Trust me, it has affected her.
So we fixed up all our beds and went to sleep and I was pretty upset because I had no idea what I had done.
I still don't get it though. Why put honey on your bed and then just salt on mine?
Because they hate me more than they hate you.
Ladies, what are we gonna do next?
We're gonna have to do something a little bit more extreme.
Yeah, because obviously that didn't push any buttons.
Good night, Paloma.
Good night. I wouldn't say it's bullying. It's just a bit of a muck around and it's a competition, game on, Mole.
They're not confronting you. They're not going to.
Oh, then we'll keep doing it then.
This morning when we woke up, T unit wasn't talking to Paloma and Steph weren't talking to T unit, so there was a bit of tension in the air.
I was feeling very nervous and anxious before the challenge because the last time we had a style challenge, I did horrible in it. So bad.
Hi, girls.
Hi.
In today's challenge, you have 10 minutes to scour the floors of David Jones for an outfit that creatively represents the new season's trends and your own personal style, as per Kirsty's lesson. Girls, time is key here. 10 minutes and there's only a certain amount of outfits. So let's get going. Time starts now.
Oh, that was crazy. There was just, Sass and Bide, Morrissey, Stella McCartney. We've been reading all these magazines and we never had a chance to kind of go shopping yet.
There was just so many brands in every direction. I knew what I was looking for, but I didn't know what type of brands had that stuff.
When I was looking around, I was trying to find things that were sort of metallic or something like that.
I wasn't even thinking what I was picking up. I had this outfit and I was like, what are you thinking, Jordan? Put that down.
I think some of them were making more precise decisions and thinking about it and just pulling a few pieces where there were others that had handfuls of clothes.
Anika, only one outfit, yeah?
And I think you could tell even at that point who had a more firm idea of her own style.
I made a decision that I wanted to do like an overcoat or like a parka. And so I just thought about that. I thought I had enough time.
All right, girls, time's up. That's it. Stop where you are.
Girls, whatever you have in your hands, we're going back to Vogue.
Right, girls, 5 minutes to get changed. Once you're done, report back to me here. Go for it. Straight through that door.
We were like, 5 minutes? We don't even know if these clothes fit us or not.
I was stressing out hardcore when we were waiting to be called out.
So, one by one, I'm going to call you forward, and then Kirsty's going to give you some feedback. All right? Sophie.
Sophie, I like this look. I think it's very individual. It's very casual and kind of crazy, but I like that. I like the way that you've put the sports shorts and the bikini top back and layered those tees. It's very Aussie and very fresh, and I like it.
Thank you very much. It meant a lot. She's the fashion guru of Australia, so for her to compliment my outfit was a big thing.
Paloma.
Oh, Paloma, yeah. What a tragedy of an outfit.
I was sort of wanting her to like me, so it'd sort of be a little bit heartbreaking if she didn't.
Paloma, I think you really missed the boat on this one. While you listen to the trends about metallic and about short, this doesn't look modern, it's tending to go towards cheap. It doesn't look to me that you're comfortable in a length that short, and maybe that your legs are not the strongest point, so you need to think about different shapes when you're putting together a look.
Like everything that I did, Kirsty didn't like, and she pretty much called me fat.
In the simplest terms, Paloma looked like a sack of walnuts. That dress did nothing for her body.
She gave her a fair bit of shit for what she chose. Had to contain myself.
Steph H.
You're referencing the Chloe look we talked about yesterday with the boyfriend shirt, but it looks like you forgot to put the other part of the outfit on. We can see your underwear through there, and you've put a belt over a belt, and altogether the look is a bit clueless.
Thank you.
Danica.
Danica, I like that you attempted colour, and I think the trench coat is cute, but I think you should have played more with accessories and maybe made it a bit more modern, and the way it is, it's too safe, and it's made you look boring.
Okay, cool, thanks. I felt pretty good about what I was wearing, actually. I was really taken back from that. Yeah, kind of annoyed me.
Alice.
I wasn't sure what she was going for by putting that waterproof coat over such a nice dress.
Alice, I think you look fantastic. I think you're looking very original. You look completely international. You look like you'd be at home anywhere. You could go to dinner, you could go to lunch, you could be backstage at a show in Milan. I think you've done really well, and you look comfortable and brilliant in it. You've made a witchery parka look like Prada.
Jordan.
They hated my outfit.
Jordan, I'm afraid this is a mess. It looks like you've got your mum's clothes on. I think the coat is very corporate over a pretty little evening dress with that bright shot of colour. You've got two completely different things going on.
Anika. Anika is a perfect example of someone who diligently listened to Kirsty and just gave her back exactly what she was told with no interpretation or personalisation whatsoever.
Anika, I know that you listened to the lesson yesterday, but these two elements don't work together. The little coat is saying evening to me. The dress is saying something else. The gold is not right. And of course, the shoes are disaster. So for me, it didn't work.
Yeah, thank you.
So, I think we have a winner, don't we?
I think we do. Alice, you're our winner.
Well done.
I definitely wanted to impress the editor of Vogue. I'm so chuffed, I'm so happy. I want to tell my mum. Yeah, I want to tell my dad. He won't care, but you know, he'll be like, who?
So, as always, it's a great prize, but you need to pick 2 friends to come with you, quick as you can.
Tanika and Jordan.
It was a really good prize to get, and I'm pretty pissed that I didn't win it.
You will be meeting Australia's Next Top Model esteemed judge and fantastic designer Alex Perry at his design studio, and you'll be learning all about the creative hub of his business. You'll then be going out to lunch with Alex and the top model and the David Jones Ambassador for Young Designers, Aisha Makem.
Then it was announced what the losers got to do. And yes, I'm one of those losers.
You'll be spending the day at Mr. Stinky. It's a retro op shop and you'll be sorting out clothes. You may be nodding now, but believe me, it's going to be a gruelling day.
Knowing that Paloma has to sort through stinky feral clothes for the whole day, nothing makes me happier.
No, I actually didn't want to meet Alex Perry because, in my opinion, he scares the shit out of me. Although I'm happy for them to win, I would not want that prize.
I was quite scared about meeting him. I thought Alex would be really mean, really stare at us and be like...
Good morning. Hi. Welcome to my design room. So you won a challenge the other day. It's fantastic. And
He was just so happy and chappy and he was awesome. Big smiles, big, wow.
I have different ideas of what I'm going to do for the next season.
It was amazing because this was actually where he did his designs. He chose the fabrics, It was just incredible, just to see it in real life. And we got to see the fabrics that he was going to use for his next collection, and they were so beautiful.
So that's the panel of a dress, so...
Then we went down to the actual shop, and that was beautiful. We were just going through, touching all the gowns, just because we've never even touched anything that expensive.
It's like a cake or like a cupcake.
Do you know what? That's exactly the idea behind that it was
We're just all awed by all the gorgeous gowns and we're like, oh my God, we feel so lucky to be in here.
Our punishment was we had to spend a day in Mr. Stinky.
I think it's going to be interesting. Yeah, I hate the smell of op shops.
You've got a really busy day ahead of you, girls, so I want you to work fast and hard and listen to everything that Celia says and do as she pleases.
Celia told me and Nika that we had to colour coordinate all of the clothes in the back section of the shop, which I didn't think was that bad until I saw how many clothes were in the back section.
It's in a bit of a state.
Okay, no worries.
You two, I need you to take all of your outfits off the mannequins.
Paloma and Sophie were paired together, which was pretty funny because they don't like each other.
It was so hot in there, we were sweating. We're trying to get this bloody jumpsuit on this bloody mannequin and I never realised how hard it would actually be.
And then Celia pulled me over and got me to do some ironing, which I don't ever do at home.
I'm not sure if I will go on to retail, but I do appreciate what they do for us.
We went to lunch at Pony. We saw Aisha Makem, and she's really beautiful, and she was really lovely. I wasn't expecting that.
My agency were like, you're never going to do shows, you're too short. And I thought, well, I'm going to prove you wrong. And I worked my little butt off so hard.
It was really great to get some one-on-one time with an active young model and a designer.
Oh, that was one of my first shoots.
I bet it was.
Yeah, it's freezing. My lips started going blue.
The winner's reward was fun, it was inspiring, and it was yummy too. All good things.
Doing the same. Fashion is only the attempt to realise art in living forms. Be ready to leave at 8 a.m. tomorrow for your next photo shoot.
God, well,
Do you reckon it's a photo shoot?
Next,
She uses people to get what she wants.
tension in T unit.
Because she's fucking manipulating you, Jordan.
Alright, everyone, I'm having a tea unit meeting. Please do it now, thank you. I called a tea unit meeting because I felt it was time that we stopped the whole ostracising of Steph and Paloma, and I felt like it was unfair. I think it's her birthday tomorrow, and I think we should lay off a bit because she's probably going to feel heaps fucked.
Isn't that the whole idea?
Anika was very much saying be strong, don't change your stance.
Frankly, I don't really care if it's her birthday tomorrow. Frankly, she doesn't give a damn about anyone in this competition anyway.
Okay, she doesn't care about anyone else.
She uses people to get what she wants. People don't understand that.
No, but I just feel like a really bad person.
Yeah, because she's fucking manipulating you, Jordan.
Jordan's pretty much about to crack. And she always does that, you know, Paloma will come and say I'm sorry and Jordan will forgive her, and then, you know, a day later Paloma will do something horrible, so.
Even though we aren't getting on and we're not friends, I just want you to know that I still care about you.
I would just never do something like that to you.
But you've got to understand you hurt my feelings in other ways.
Yeah, I know, but I wouldn't go to that extent.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I believe it's a competition, but I don't understand why you have to make other people feel bad to get to where you want to be. It won't be like straight away friends like what we were before.
Okay. T-Unit was immature and stupid, and I'm glad it's over.
Hi girls, morning. Today's photo shoot is about fashion as art. And you're very lucky today because you get your second chance to work with world-renowned photographer Jez Smith.
Hello.
Jez, what are you looking for from the girls today?
Okay, today's going to be a tough one. There's about 50 girls in the entire world that can really wear conceptual avant-garde pieces and make them work. And what I want from you today is nothing less than Italian Vogue, which is one of the most beautiful avant-garde publications. It's about putting on the piece of clothing and interpreting it and becoming that character, okay?
All right, girls, let's get you into outfits. Let's go.
I was first up to get my outfit tried on.
So, Lisa, this is Anika. Anika, Lisa. And this is your outfit.
When I had it on, I thought, oh my God, what have they got me in?
It's great. It's a good outfit. I love it. I really like it. It's beautiful.
I didn't think it was the best outfit for me, but I was willing to give it a go.
I think the problem's going to be putting on these kind of really avant-garde pieces that, you know, they're not going to necessarily understand the clothes because they're quite conceptual, some of them. So I think the problems that they're going to just really have is just how to wear the piece of clothing and how to make it look beautiful and not look just weird.
Our hair was all slicked up and then they painted it all black and put some KY jelly all over it to give it like a nice shiny effect.
And then they sort of fitted a hairpiece on top, so it really didn't look like hair. It looked more like an extension of the outfit.
I can't wait for this. It's gonna look wicked.
You look great, Sophie.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Who do you feel like in this outfit? I mean, is there a character in your mind?
I don't know. Something mermaid.
Cool. Eurasian mermaid.
Soph, I need to get more light on your face. Yeah, that's better. If you can see that light through the gaps, then your face is lit. So, chin up a touch for me. Beautiful.
It was limiting having the hairpiece on because you'd try and, you know, try a pose and you'd have to move so that wasn't shadowing.
No light on your face.
But it was kind of cool because it did force you to do something a bit different.
Yes. Can't see your face. There's a bar in the way. It's not good enough just to stand there and look pretty. I want them to work with the light. I want them to understand positions, and I actually want them to give me something rather than me making the picture for them.
My photo shoot went quite bad, actually. Okay, a French kitten may not sound right, but I sort of feel very...
I'm in the zone with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was in the garment, it was only just covering my boobs. Like, I was like, oh my God, how am I going to work with this?
I'll tell you if it's too
Yeah,
revealing.
cool, okay.
I don't want you to worry about that. You've got to get into character.
I was self-conscious about my bust. I mean, I continually felt like I was showing everything.
Doesn't look relaxed. You've got to... Yeah, that's it.
Nika, and I'm still seeing you. I'm not seeing a character yet.
Okay.
I didn't see anything kittenish or flirtatious. You know, a lot of the time she looked very scared in the eyes. If you're self-conscious about that, being too revealing, then maybe it's, you know, work with it. Get a bit of something in there, you know?
Yep.
It's a collar. Hold the collar in and make it work like that. You know?
It was like the last 5 minutes when Jez actually gave me a lot of directions and helped me out that I actually started working with the garment.
Give yourself a waist. That's it. Beautiful. Great. We got the shot.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. Thanks a lot for helping. I apologise.
No, don't apologise, but that's...
I did get upset after my photo shoot because I sort of put a high expectation on myself that I wanted to actually do well in this photo shoot because I knew it was hard and I thought I can do it.
Today she under-delivered. Straight up, she under-delivered today. There's no doubt about it. And she knows it, so of course there's tears.
Great, let's go. Beautiful.
That was a daddy long leg spider.
It's great, Steph. Really nice.
I mean, likey.
That's it. That's great, Steph.
Yes, it's great. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Well done.
I think I went really well because it went so quick.
It's not fair that Steph always comes out with great photographs and is all happy and chappy when she steps out of the photo shoot. Yeah, I did a really good job. I've kind of got in mind like a praying mantis kind of feel.
That's it. Look fierce. That's it.
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it in character. It's more like imagination sort of thing.
All that for me, that's good.
I probably should have thought about that a bit better, but it was kind of difficult because I couldn't really move much in the skirt.
Paloma didn't really have a character, and I think it showed. She sort of stayed in the Paloma zone.
I made the mistake of referring to like a silkworm, like the cocoon. So then I had to act like a worm.
Okay, Alice.
These are really good, but I'd love to see more silkworm. See if you can project more of that.
But you talked to me about you being a worm, but I'm not seeing it.
I'm not really feeling silkworm personally.
I was finding it very difficult to invoke the worm.
You fit?
I mean, I did my best. I did my best worm impression.
I get that.
I don't think I'm naturally worm-like, so it's probably something I'll have to work on for future photo shoots. If I do indeed have to invoke the worm again.
Think long and languid and slithery and worm-like.
If I could go back in time, I'd probably change that interpretation of the dress.
Cool. I think we got it.
I thought it sucked. I thought Alice sucked, to be honest. Good photo, but the performance was shit. I mean, you know, no energy and no silkworm, nothing. Woo!
Hot.
For me, Jordan was probably the only one that took the clothing and lifted it.
It's a bit like tarantula-like with the spider. So I'm feeling like that, you know, I'm going to eat my male after I've had sex with him.
Cool. That's a pretty strong idea.
Deliver on that. Excellent.
Beautiful. That's a really nice position.
These are great, Jordo.
Looking good. They're there. She'd actually thought about the nature of the tarantula, and from the tips of her toes to the top of her head, that's what she was. Looking hot.
Yeah, nice.
Stay there.
Bit of a snarl.
It was so fantastic working with him, and I felt like I had to up my game because I wanted to show him that I'm possible of doing so much more.
Go, Jordan. Love it.
We got it. Thank you.
Woo. Well done. All in all, a good day. There's one last thing I have for you.
Yay!
It's your birthday. We do the honours.
What have you?
Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Dr. Seuss. Prepare yourselves for elimination tomorrow. Be ready to leave at 9 a.m.
Dun dun dun.
Last week I wanted to leave and I didn't, and this week I didn't want to leave but I felt like I probably might.
We think that the editor of Vogue is going to be our guest judge, and if that is the case then we're pretty nervous.
This week, you have immersed yourselves in the world of fashion, and you've discovered how best to interpret an outfit. Understanding fashion is a must for any top model, and I hope you've learnt that lesson because we're about to make another cut. But first to the prizes Australia's next top model will receive. The winner will feature in an 8-page fashion spread in Vogue Australia. You will receive a Ford Fiesta XR4. The winner will also become the face of Napoleon Purdes for 12 months, which includes an international photo shoot. And you will be represented by Priscilla's modelling agency for 12 months, which includes an all-expenses-paid trip to New York. Behind me are the usual suspects, our judges, who'll be helping me decide who should stay and who should go this week. Our delightful diva, Charlotte Dawson. Our resident and very handsome photographer, Jez Smith. And our very own glamour god, Alex Perry. You've all met our guest judge for this week, Vogue editor, Kirsty Clements. Now, what is with this T unit? Because I'm here to tell you this is not T unit, this is J unit. This is my ship, and I will not put up with people being nasty to one another.
This is Australia's next top model. It's about girls who look like, work like, and act like professional models. It's embarrassing today for us to have probably the most important judge you will face, Kirsty Clements from Vogue magazine. She's come here to see top models, and after this week, she's seeing top moles. A group who forms a unit that excludes people on the proviso that you hate a person is bullying and it's bitchy. Who instigated this is an absolute moron, and who took part in it and encouraged it are even bigger morons. We know who took part, we know who you are. You can bet your chimmy-choo shoes today, the girl who is eliminated, this behaviour would have been taken into consideration.
For this week's Elimination Challenge, we want you to draw upon everything you've learnt about fashion and trends. Over there is a table of fabrics, t-shirts, accessories, scissors, pins, paint and ribbon. We want you to create a street couture look. You have 20 minutes. Off you go.
Okay, girls, you've got 5 minutes.
Time is nearly up. Quick sticks.
Okay, back to the podium. So quickly put your singlets on.
You can do it, Alice.
Anika.
It actually does way better things for your boobs than what the thing that you've got
I know.
underneath.
Yeah, you've thought that through really well. And I like that there's just that one splash of red on there as well. It's not too much.
Look, I was going to love whatever had the big flower on it. But there's something a little bit like quiet about that.
I think it's really cute
That kind of
that
front
you worked
thing.
with the skirt you had on, so it's not jarring when you've come out, and it's a really cute little tuxedo.
What was your inspiration?
Play school. I got so much paint on my hands, it's not funny.
I hate this one. Do you know, it reminds me of those disposable napkins that you take on picnics that are just
It's the
printed.
gingham you don't like, isn't it?
Yeah, I love that sleeve.
Yeah, it's cool.
I love a stripe anyway, but I love the way that's just slashed and it falls off your shoulder.
It's my favourite too.
Yeah. Boring. Sorry, I'm in a bad mood today. I find it boring.
Tell me about it.
Also, the other thing I'd also like to say is I know I behaved disgracefully this week, and I do feel really terrible for it. And I know that's not an excuse, because I still did the wrong thing, but I just want you guys to know.
Fair enough.
Let's look at your photo.
As far as the brief goes, you nailed it.
Well, I've got a thing about necks, and she has no neck in that photograph. And I think you have to be careful of that, because a long neck is a really beautiful and elegant touch.
I think you really struggled with how revealing that was. You know, you came onto set and said you felt like a French kitten, and I didn't see any of that.
We were talking about it before, that Vogue is first and foremost about fashion, and so a model has to work those clothes.
He'll look like a bull.
You let the clothing intimidate you.
Again, I think it's about interpreting the clothes, and I think that you've missed that dress.
What do you think, Alice?
I really like it.
I just would have really loved it if you would have, you know, used your arms and your entire body to create these beautiful lithe shapes around the set. I mean, that's what I kind of thought you more than anyone are capable of.
I totally hear what you're saying, but it's still a beautiful, beautiful shot.
This is actually one of the less adventurous poses that you picked, but it's one of the ones where your face looked good.
I think your hair should be darker. You look so much better with dark hair.
Yeah.
And I think you need to think about that and go back to your eyebrow colour because that's beautiful.
Your best work yet. Finally.
The first time that I really felt that I was photographing someone who was actually aware of where they were and what they were doing and what they were trying to project.
I see a lot of pictures like this. I see a squazillion pictures like this, as a matter of fact, and there's nothing there that pops, or I guess she's not engaging as well, but yeah, I don't like it.
I think the face for me is it's a fashion picture. It's not a beauty picture, but I'm just not seeing enough. I'm yet to see a shot of you that really blows me away. Thanks, girls. You can all go and wait outside now. Okay, so we have a decision to make, guys.
My favourite is Alice.
Here's Alice. I think we should all agree that she is incredibly safe. She's done a beautiful picture.
Absolutely.
She's delivered this week. She's had a great week.
And Steph H, I think we all agree that she did a great job this week and she's definitely in. So, Danica, she just hasn't brought anything.
If you just don't have the stuff, you just don't have the stuff.
Anika has failed miserably in the photo shoot, didn't she?
She was hopeless.
Hopeless.
She has had a bad week, but I don't think that's enough to eliminate her.
You can give her a talking to, but I don't think she's in the bottom two. Which brings
I
us
think
to
she's
her.
safe. Which brings us to Jordan.
But I've got a real issue with her.
Yes, I know.
I do, and I just, like I said before, if you just haven't got what it takes, you don't have what it takes. And I don't think she does. She is just too short, and everybody seems to be just glossing over that, like it's not really that important.
Paloma's not moving mountains for me this week either.
No, I think Paloma should stay on the strength of her photo, though.
Yeah, there's worse than her this week.
Yeah,
there's been worse than her.
Well, let's keep Paloma. There is worse than Paloma.
Paloma
I
should
agree.
stay just because she can do it. Bad week, but I think she should stay.
Okay, that brings us to Sophie.
I'd like to see Sophie leave the competition for many reasons. One is I just don't think she's ever going to be able to pull it off. She hasn't listened to directions. She hasn't really stepped up. And I just think
it's a fantastic photo of her. Really the first one that's any good.
I think there's a real issue with her face. It's a bit horsey for me.
It's really limited.
It's not a high campaign.
Yeah, it's not a high fashion look. She doesn't have a high fashion face.
No.
But,
Okay. Well, brings us back to Jordan.
It's just a matter of time.
Unfortunately, today one of you will be going home. Those of you whose name I call out will remain in the competition. Alice. Your passion for fashion has helped you in this week's photo, and it's great to see you with a smile on your face. Congratulations. You're still in the running to become Australia's next top model.
Thank you.
Stephanie. You need to watch your posture and truly embrace what it means to become a top model.
Thank you.
Thanks, Steph. Thank you. Paloma. We were disappointed in your efforts this week. We know you can do better, so don't prove us wrong.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Jordan. You've delivered a good photo this week. However, there is still doubt among the judges that you have what it takes to become a top model. Congratulations. You're still in the running to become Australia's next top model. Jordan, please step it up a notch next week. Danica. Danica, when we look at you, we see a girl imitating being a model. However, we have seen a flicker of improvement this week, but we need to see a flame. Anika and Sophie, please step forward. This week, the judges have found it extremely difficult, and we've had to split hairs to decide who should be eliminated. Anika, this week you gave a disappointing performance. You have a good photo, but is it just because you had a great photographer to work with? To be Australia's next top model, you need to deliver nothing short of brilliance. But we know how hard you try, and maybe this was just a bad week. Sophie, you have a great body, and that has worked for you up until now in this competition. But we're not sure that you have what it takes to make it to the end. We've asked you to step it up every week, but we're just not sure those steps have been big enough. The girl whose name I don't call out, you must make your way back to the house, pack your belongings, and leave immediately. Anika, you're still in the running to become Australia's next top model.
Thank you.
Okay, sweetie. Bye-bye, Soph.
Take care, Sophie.
Do well, Soph.
I wasn't expecting it. Really wasn't expecting, especially being in the bottom two with Anika. That was like the last thing that was going through my head. Definitely going to miss Anika the most. She's like a sister to me. She's awesome. I love her to death. I'm going to miss everyone but Paloma. We didn't really click, we didn't get on, we just clashed. I've learnt how hard and how demanding the modelling industry really is. It's tough competition out there and you can't just rely on being good looking. I want Anika to win. She's just got the right attitude towards it, which a lot of these girls here don't.
No matter what I do, like, I just know I've done something wrong.
On the next top model, the girls are taught a lesson.
Uh-oh, could be in trouble.
They won't forget.
Definitely going to be wearing underwear.
And it's not just the girls lacking model behaviour.
Now, this is something you shouldn't do. I've done it.
You're not going to believe what's about to bust out.
She hasn't performed yet.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. You wouldn't know a good model if she slapped you in the face.
Australia's Next Top Model, Series 3, next Tuesday, 8:30.